Welcome back to the channel. If you love behind-the-scenes stories from Hollywood and deep dives into unforgettable performances, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about Amanda Seyfried and how she brought one of her most surprising and unpredictable roles to life in The Housemaid. When audiences first meet Seyfried's character, Nina, she seems completely unfiltered, emotional, erratic, and impossible to read. Her behavior keeps everyone around her on edge, especially the new housemaid, played by Sydney Sweeney. But what makes this performance stand out isn't just how intense it feels on the surface. It's how carefully constructed it is underneath. Amanda Seyfried has shared that pulling off the film's shocking turns required a very specific mindset. Rather than playing the character as someone who had lost control, she treated Nina as a woman who was always fully aware of what she was doing. Every raised voice, every sudden mood shift, and every awkward silence was intentional. The goal is to keep the audience guessing while quietly planting clues that something much deeper was happening. According to Seyfried, one of the biggest challenges was balance. Nina had to feel genuinely overwhelming without becoming unbelievable. To do that, Seyfried focused on living truthfully in each moment of the scene instead of thinking too far ahead about the twists. By reacting naturally to what was happening in front of her, she allowed the character's unpredictability to feel authentic rather than forced. Another key element was trust in the script and in director Paul Feig. The story relies heavily on misdirection, and Seyfried leaned into that by fully committing to the version of Nina the audience sees at any given point. Sometimes that meant appearing fragile, sometimes intimidating, and sometimes strangely playful. The shifts were meant to feel unsettling, and Seyfried embraced that discomfort instead of smoothing it out. The chemistry between Seyfried and Sweeney also played a major role. Their scenes together are filled with tension, and much of that came from subtle choices rather than big dramatic moments. Small looks, changes in tone, and pauses in dialogue were used to quietly build suspense. Seyfried has said that working opposite Sweeney helped her push the character even further, because their dynamic kept evolving as the story unfolded. What makes Nina such a memorable character is that she refuses to fit neatly into one box. She isn't simply chaotic, and she isn't easily predictable. Instead, she's layered, someone who uses perception as a tool. Seyfried described the role as one of the most fun of her career because it allowed her to play with audience expectations and flip them upside down. By the time the film's biggest reveals arrive, viewers often find themselves rethinking everything they've seen before. That's the real success of Seyfried's performance. She doesn't just surprise you once, she makes you want to revisit earlier scenes and watch them with new eyes. The Housemaid proves once again why Amanda Seyfried is known for taking bold risks and fully committing to complex characters. Her performance is intense, clever, and impossible to forget, and it's a masterclass in how to handle a story built on twists without giving anything away too soon. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think of Amanda Seyfried's performance, and did the twists catch you off guard? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.